There are mornings when you look in the mirror and no longer recognize yourself. It's not because time has passed too quickly, but because the reflection, the lifeless hair, the outdated style no longer resembles the radiant, confident woman you once were. The pain isn't in age, but in the feeling of gradually losing a part of your identity. Each time you brush your hair, you're filled with confusion. Tie it up, leave it down, or just leave it as is, because none of the choices make you feel more beautiful. The hair falls flat, the face looks tired, and the eyes aren't as bright as before. It all seems to reflect a version of yourself that no longer matches the person inside. You used to be the one to walk out the door with bouncy, lively hair. Now, your hair is the very thing that makes you hesitate to show up. There have been many times when you left the salon feeling disappointed, not because of the hairstylist's skill, but because that hairstyle made you look older, sadder, and more distant from yourself. That pain is invisible, unspoken, but you feel it every day. Each time you touch your hair or catch the gaze of someone else, the good news is, this can absolutely change. You don't need to turn back time. You just need to be yourself, but as a present version, gentle, fresh, and full of life. And it starts with your hair. So what are the common mistakes that make women over 60 unintentionally look more tired and lack vitality? The next section will clearly and hopefully show you how to start your journey of self-renewal. Common mistakes when choosing hairstyles after 60. Mistake 1. The traditional long hair. Long hair trap. There's something peculiar about long hair. It's not just a hairstyle, it's a part of one's memory. For many women over 60, long hair was once a symbol of femininity, sensuality, and freedom. It's tied to youthful years, first dates, lively summers, or even the rare moments of confidence between the busy roles of being a mother, wife, and worker. So, it's not easy to let go. Long hair becomes a witness to some of the most beautiful times in life, but that's also why it unintentionally becomes a trap. Aging comes with subtle but undeniable changes: thinning hair, loss of natural volume, and elasticity. When you keep your long, straight, heavy hair, it starts pulling your face down. The hair no longer supports the face as it once did. It becomes a curtain hiding your spirit. The result is tired-looking eyes, sagging cheeks, and an overall featureless face. The problem isn't the length, but the weight and lack of movement. Long hair isn't wrong, but long hair that's not properly cared for, with no layers to create movement or no gentle framing around the face, can make you look older and dull. This is the quiet betrayal of time that few notice until you look at yourself in the mirror and think, why do I look so tired today? So what's the solution? No need for extreme cuts. You can absolutely keep the length you love, but add gentle layers, focusing on the cheeks, jawline, or the crown. These layers will help your face look brighter, more voluminous, and, most importantly, help you regain the freshness you once had. Remember, hair is not just for covering, it's a part of your expression, a tool to brighten your face, lift your mood, and convey your personality. Long hair shouldn't be a remnant of the past, but a deliberate choice of the present. If you keep it, let it serve you, don't let it drag you down with time. Mistake 2. Creating volume, the outdated way too much poof. Perhaps no one who lived through the 70s and 80s missed out on the teasing comb, hairspray that was as stiff as cement, and giant rollers. Back then, the higher the hair, the better wasn't just a trend, it was a declaration of youth, vitality, and an era where voluminous hair was seen as the clearest sign of a radiant appearance. But as time passed, hair technology evolved, our faces changed, and, more importantly, the balance of proportions on our faces shifted. However, many women over 60 unconsciously hold on to these old volume-creating techniques, and this is unfortunately making their faces look outdated. Creating volume isn't wrong, in fact. It's one of the key tricks to brighten and lift the face, especially as the muscles in the face begin to age. But the mistake lies in outdated techniques, excessive teasing, using stiff hairspray, and creating bulky, thick hair at the crown or at the temples. These voluminous styles rob the hair of natural movement, making it look like a stiff cap and causing the face to appear larger, shorter, and heavier. Instead of lifting the cheekbones or brightening the eyes, it draws attention to the forced effort, and that's what makes us look older without knowing why. The solution changed the concept of volume. Instead of high and stiff, opt for soft and lively. Trim layers gently, especially around the crown and near the cheekbones, to create a lifting effect without using heavy hairspray. Switch to lightweight styling products like mist or foam, and prioritize texture over stiffness. Use a diffuser lightly on the roots with a blow dryer or small Velcro rollers at the crown to create just the right amount of volume. A little tip: when styling, try tilting your head down and flipping your hair up. Let it fall naturally. This creates genuine volume without forcing it. And most importantly, ask yourself, am I styling my hair to lift my face? Or am I trying to hold on to a memory of voluminous hair from 3 decades ago? Because in the end, the most beautiful volume doesn't come from height, it comes from confidence. Soft, movable, textured hair that harmonizes with your current face is what truly makes you look fresh, vibrant, and truly yourself. Mistake 3, keeping the same haircut for 30 years. Same cut for decades. Sometimes the hairstyle we've kept for decades is not just an aesthetic choice, but an emotional symbol. The shoulder-length bob that once made us feel professional when we entered the office, or the soft waves that once made us feel feminine in our youth. These memories are tightly connected to our self-image, making us think, this is me. But as time passes, life changes, and our bodies subtly change too. The problem is, the old haircut doesn't change with us. When you keep the same hairstyle for 20 or 30 years, you're not just freezing your appearance, but also unknowingly trapping yourself in an old version of yourself. A face after 60 is no longer the same as it was at 30. The jawline becomes less sharp, the features soften, and the hair thins out. A hairstyle that once accentuated your elegance now makes your face look tired and lifeless. Many women wonder why they look less fresh, despite taking care of their hair, but don't realize that their outdated hairstyle is silently revealing signs of aging. Keeping a hairstyle for many years isn't about being lazy to change, but often about a sense of security. It's like an old sweater no longer in style, but it feels comfortable because you're so used to it. However, a hairstyle should highlight the current version of you, not hold on to the past. No one says you need a complete overhaul to look younger, just small things changing your part, softening the ends, adding a bit of a symmetry, or trying a lighter, more face-hugging style. These small changes can make a big difference, bringing light back to your face and spirit. The issue isn't about being loyal to a hairstyle, but when that loyalty makes you outdated to yourself. Just like you wouldn't wear the jeans from 1995, don't let your hairstyle stay frozen in time. Updating your hairstyle doesn't mean following trends. It means updating yourself, your face, and your emotions today. And when you walk out of the salon with a new look, it doesn't have to be drastically different. Just more true to yourself. You'll see the magic. Your face shines brighter. Your eyes are more confident, and your smile younger. Not because of your age, but because you've chosen to step out of your comfort zone and shine at the most beautiful age of your life. Mistake 4, dyeing too dark. Too often, when the first gray hair appears, many women's initial reaction is panic. Not because of a single strand, but because it feels as though time is writing a message directly on top of your head. So, we turn to hair dye quick, neat, and most importantly, it conceals. We choose black, dark brown, or even jet black with a blue tint because, subconsciously, dark hair is shouting youth. But then one day, standing under the bathroom light, you look into the mirror and ask yourself, why do I look so tired? Why does my face look pulled down, with no brightness? That's the silent trap of dyeing your hair too dark. Jet black hair might have suited you in your 30s, but after 50, it tends to take away the depth and natural glow of your face. As your skin lightens and loses its natural rosy hue, overly dark hair makes everything look heavy, like a thick curtain covering the radiance that used to be there. Worse yet, dyeing too frequently causes the hair to become dry, brittle, and lifeless, and that makes you look older. Even though the original goal was to look younger, in reality, what makes us shine isn't dark hair. It's harmony. Think about smooth skin, hair with a soft brown or caramel hue, or natural highlights where the light gently touches. That's when your hair doesn't just cover your age but opens up the gaze, making your face feel lifted and your eyes more alive. Warm, neutral shades, or letting a little gray naturally shine through can create timeless beauty, not hiding age, but celebrating it. The change here isn't about giving up dyeing, it's about changing the mindset. From covering up to blending in, from hiding gray hair to making the color transition an art form, a little highlight, low light, or proper blending technique can help your hair shift naturally and gently, just like your journey of maturity. Because, in the end, what surprises others isn't that you look like you're 30 at 60. It's that you look radiant, natural, and full of character at the right age for you. And sometimes, to achieve that, all we need to do is go lighter with the dye and embrace the beauty of today. Mistake 5. Avoiding bangs out of fear. There is a quiet yet pervasive fear many women over 60 carry with them, the fear of bangs. It's not because bangs aren't beautiful, but because the memory of failed bangs from the past still lingers, from awkward straight-across bangs in their youth to flat. Part down the middle bangs in middle age. The feeling of standing in front of the mirror and seeing your face off after a failed experiment makes many choose the safer route, push the hair back, part it to the side, and avoid bangs altogether. Ironically, by avoiding bangs, many women are robbing their face of the softness and liveliness a well-suited fringe could bring. As women enter their 60s, the features of the face start to change. The forehead appears higher, more wrinkles form between the eyebrows, and the face feels longer, making many look more tired than they actually feel. At this stage, hair isn't just part of the look, it's a tool for balancing and highlighting the remaining features. A soft, light fringe, curtain bangs that gently frame the face, or a side-swept bang can help conceal the wrinkles, soften the gaze, and draw attention to the eyes, which still reflect the light of experience, intelligence, and optimism. Avoiding bangs out of fear of looking over the top actually makes the face appear more severe and rigid. Some women are still trying to use concealer to soften their foreheads, when a few strands of hair falling naturally could do that much more effectively and more naturally. More importantly, bangs are never too much if they suit the woman you are today, an experienced, confident woman with plenty of personality. Remember, bangs won't make you look younger mechanically, but they help balance your face, brighten your eyes, and bring out your radiant presence. That's something no cream can do. So, if you've hesitated, doubted, or even failed with bangs before, give it another try, not because you want to look like anyone else, but because you want to shine in the right way. And if you don't like it, that's okay. Hair grows back, but at least you've dared to break free from old boundaries to find yourself once again. After all the analysis, examples, and messages, what we want to say here is not simply don't wear long hair or try a new hairstyle. Instead, it is look at yourself, the woman who has lived, loved, sacrificed, and dreamed, and ask yourself, does my hair today reflect the person I am today? Age 60 does not take away our vitality. On the contrary, it gives us a new light, the light of confidence, understanding, and freedom. But if your hair, a part of you that's with you every day, makes you look more tired, older, or less alive than your true self inside, then perhaps it's time for a change, not for society, not for compliments, but because you deserve to feel beautiful, comfortable, and truly yourself. Remember, change doesn't need to be loud. A neatly trimmed hairstyle, a subtle highlight, or a soft fringe can be enough to make your face shine, lighten your spirit, and bring joy to every glance in the mirror. If this video touched you even just a little, please give us a like so we know you're listening. And if you want to join us on this gentle, deep, loving journey of beauty, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to not miss the upcoming videos. Because you don't need to turn back time to shine again. You just need a hairstyle that speaks to the woman you are becoming and have always been.